Yes, everyone. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Hope you guys are doing well today, man. Match day. Kick off in like 25 minutes time. Apologies for the delay. Not gonna lie, I came back from the gym kind of late. I had to eat. I had to do a few things. So yeah, sorry. But next time, I want to have the stream. I'm gonna give you guys a time way in advance. But yeah, it's nice to see you guys here today. Gianni, how you doing? Raz, Granite, how you doing, man? Hella ill right now, sleep deprived. Chelsea win to ease the pain. I mean, bro, I relate to you. I've been sleep deprived for like over a month now. I feel like it's just not been an ideal month with all these transfers and news happening left, right, and centre. But I feel like we're all hoping for the same thing. It's been a long time, a very long time since I've seen a home win. And against Luton Town, newly promoted Luton Town. I'm sorry. I'm going to have high expectations tonight. I think we have to win. Like, it's not even, it's not negotiable. It is not negotiable whatsoever. We have to get the win tonight. You know, I think we have the quality. We have the talent. We've been looking kind of promising. Of course, West Ham was like a reality check in the end where, you know, not everything we did came off properly. But no, I'm sorry. Tonight, we have to beat Luton Town at home. You know, I mean, I'm not going to lie, these Friday kickoffs is a bit of a bummer, to be fair with you. Like, I don't really think that, you know, I'm too impressed with this new kickoff time, to be fair. But, yeah, you know, what can you do? What can you do? What can you do? Jay, let's get it, boys, for real. Andrej, Lucic, Nini's still optimistic. I am feeling optimistic. I think that first half performance against West Ham gave me a lot to think about. It kind of carried forward from the first game against Liverpool. So I can't not feel optimistic, and things fell off. I mean, I did like a massive tactical breakdown explaining what the hell actually went on. But tonight, I think it's new expectations, new belief. And yeah, I'm not even optimistic. I'm feeling pretty demanding tonight, to be fair with you guys. I feel like win bare minimum. Like, I think the type of win I'm after is at least 2 goals minimum. 2 goals minimum. Like, I've got very high expectations tonight. Very high. But got my first super chat. Yes, Dad, appreciate the love, bro. Sup, Nini? Loving the live streams. Now that Kudus is off to West Ham, who would be your final addition to the squad? I think it's a very simple one. I mean, not gonna lie, I'm pissed off that West Ham have signed Kudus, and I don't understand why Kudus would want to leave Amsterdam to go to East London. I'm a bit confused by that. I mean, I'd rather stay at Ajax for another season. I don't know why you'd be that desperate to go to West Ham. If you perform for West Ham, it's going to be even harder to leave them because they're going to ask for like 200 million or something ridiculous. But my friends, there's only one guy, and that is Ryan Cherki. He is the only player right now. It's him, or maybe we just like exercise the new release clause in Olise's contract. I'm not going to lie, I was a bit disappointed that we didn't secure Olise. But again, now that he has a new you know, release clause, can we not just activate that? Like, I wonder how much that is. There's no information around that so far. But with like a week left, I'm expecting something big. I'm expecting a surprise, to be fair with you. But yeah, bro, it has to be Cherki. He's the only one I'd accept. I think Barcola has always been a main favourite for Paris Saint-Germain. They've done a lot more work for him. And I think they could probably sign him before the window ends. But I think Cherki, some reports are suggesting that Lyon feel like he could go. It'll be like a little bit of a risk, but I do think that he's worth that type of risk, to be fair with you. I think that this guy against low blocks, I think he can really do some special things. And I'm sorry, like, you know, I want to be excited by the players that play for us. Like, yeah, it's nice to win functionally, you know what I mean? I think as Chelsea fans, we've been used to winning functionally for a very long time. But, you know, now that Pochettino is introducing this new way of playing, having someone like a Cherki just at the top playing the 10 role with that complete freedom to do what he wants, I think he could do some special things for us, to be fair. So that's my suggestion. Hey, what area are you from in London, bro? Appreciate that, man. I'm from somewhere around west. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna like bait out where I'm from. You know, I don't know who's listening to this stream right now. You know, I've seen shit happen to streamers beforehand, and you know, I don't take any risks. But yeah, I'm somewhere in West. That's what I'm gonna say. Anyway, Kanish, hey, how you doing, man? Love from Toronto. Who's your choice to sign as our 8-10? 8-10. I'm even looking at like 10/winger. As I was saying, I think Ryan Sharkey's the only one right now on the market that excites me, that I feel can bring that type of quality in the final third to my imagination. And I feel like he's one of those guys where players like Nkunku and Jackson and others would be very happy to play off with. So he is the only one I'm seeing right now. Again, it's him or Olise. That's the only other suggestion, really. I think maybe, again, I don't know if we can exercise it and do something crazy, because Olise agreed personal terms and he wanted the move. But the way that deal collapsed, it's incredible, to be honest with you. Absolutely incredible. But I'm curious, you guys, in the chat, like, who are some attacking players that you guys are hoping we can sign before the window ends? Now, I'll probably have to release this video tomorrow, but I have been working on 5 players that the club could turn to, and it is going to range from like loan options to like wild cards, realistic ones, etc, etc. So I'm curious to see the response for that video for tomorrow, basically. I hope you guys, of course, are going to enjoy it. You know what I mean? But yeah, in the chat, like, what type of attacking players are you guys interested by? That's what I'm really curious by. Nick Ski, how you doing, bro? Great to see you guys here. Okay, Ernest, the lineup is not good enough. Like, we'll get to the lineup soon. We'll get to the lineup very, very soon. Very, very soon. Josephine, Nini, tell me why I'm scared today. I don't know why you're feeling the nerves. Like, come on, you're in the chat with me right now. I mean, I'm feeling pretty good. Just kind of vibe with me, you know? Like, I feel optimistic. I think that we're going to right those wrongs in the second half against West Ham. And we're playing at home. And I've seen Luton Town. I watched their game against Brighton. They really look like a championship team. So we'd have to be utterly pathetic tonight to not win it. And maybe I'm sounding a bit gassed and I'm sounding a bit cocky. But honestly, I watched that game against Brighton and the ease at which they just cut through them. And I was seeing championship defending and championship moments, and it's going to be a very long season for Luton Town. If they stay up, this will be one of the greatest ever stay-ups in Premier League history, to be fair with you. But again, you know, I'm sounding really mean. I'm sounding like a typical big club fan right now. I can't help it. I can't help it because I'm sorry. I haven't seen a home win in a very long time. We haven't won a game since May. You know, we've won 4 games since 2023 started. It's been one of the worst years as a Chelsea fan so far, and I'm sorry today. We have to get that win. But anyway, hey, Fairs, I was just curious. I'm from East. Okay, no, respect, bro. Respect, obviously. You know what I mean? I just feel like it's in my character to not like reveal too much, to be fair with you. Like, I'm not really one of those guys that baits out his whole life to anyone, or if I'm like talking to anyone, you're not going to know everything about me straight away. I take my time, assess the situation. I'm just one of those types of guys, to be fair with you. So yeah, I hope you didn't take that personally, bro. And again, appreciate the super chat and the love. But let me see. Your Nico Jackson hat-trick today. That's the optimism I want to read. They're the type of comments I'm trying to read right now. You know, I don't want to read about people being nervous against Luton Town. Come on a Friday night. Nah, it can't happen. It really can't happen. Okay. So some interesting suggestions. Paulo Dybala. Could he do something special near the end? Who knows? And Chiesa. Now, they're 2 very interesting attacking options. As I'm saying, okay, Jabuani, Jimenez or Feyenoord. I think you mentioned him before, the Mexican forwards. I mean, he's a decent player. But so you're thinking more of a striker, more than like a winger/10, which is interesting. Okay. But you guys in the chat, like, name me one attacking player. Now that it seems like we're not going to get kudos. But to be fair with you, I did read that a verbal agreement had been found with West Ham. A verbal agreement. You'd expect in this deal to get wrapped up like 95%, right? But I mean, throughout this summer window, it's been a window dominated by nearly signings and then someone swooping in right in the end. So until I see like Kudus getting officially announced by West Ham, I'm going to just keep my optimism alive for this one, yeah? I feel like I have to, because I've seen too many examples throughout this window of someone coming in right near the end, or a deal collapsing, or a club changing their minds in like the 11th hours. It's happened too often in this window, so I'm just praying that You know, it actually like falls in our favor. But anyway, some more super chats. Best Sam. Thank you, bro. Thank you for the super chat. Hi, Nini. Poch wants a squad of max 23 players. We are nowhere near that number. Do you see this as a possible issue with player morale later in the season? That's a very deep question. Again, every time a season starts, I need to see at least a few games before I start having like, you know, long-term views and opinions. Again, if we win this game today, I feel like the optimism will be a bit different across the fan base. But again, 23 players, I think once players return back, you know, we have guys like Bro returning back quite soon, etc., etc. I think that's a number that I think we do kind of achieve near the ends. But I think in the meantime, we just need to bring in one more attacking player to help the team out. I don't think the plan is to play like this type of like makeshift asymmetrical back three throughout. If guys like Nkunku are here and others, I don't think this would be the play throughout the season, right? But I think in the meantime, Pochettino sees this as the best formation that gives us all the overload options in the central areas, and of course gives us better stability at the back. But you know, I say that, and we have conceded 4 goals in 2 games, so it could be a bit more stabilised, to be fair with you. But best Sam, I just think one more addition. We have Petrovic coming in as well too, and once these players start to slowly return back, I think some normalcy should actually return back to the team. Anyway, Kanish, 1, how did you start supporting Chelsea FC? 2, Felix/8 wing. Okay, thank you for that, bro. I've been a supporter since I was a kid, and I didn't really have a say, to be honest with you. You know, it's the old-fashioned tradition of the dads indoctrinating the son, and I'm gonna put my hands up. I'm gonna do the same thing when I have the kids. It's not gonna be a household where you have any options. You're gonna be a Chelsea fan. I don't care if your friends at school support Liverpool or Arsenal or anything like that. No. That's going to get slapped out of your kid. I'm not going to slap my kid. I'm messing around. But metaphorically, that's going to get slapped out. You know what I mean? Not physically, but metaphorically. Sorry, I'm not raising kids to be raising... It's going to be a one-club household. I'm sorry. Everyone knows that. Like, the moment he even comes out or she comes out the womb, there's going to be a Chelsea kit ready for them. Yeah, so I'm not here to play around, you guys. I'm not here to play around. It's going to be a Chelsea family until I die, yeah? And yeah, that was a bit extreme. But anyway, number 2, Felix. Now I've always liked Felix, and I think sometimes, you know, like these players do exist before they sign for us, and I do feel like once they play for us, that reputation is just, yeah, it's whatever the fan base feels at the time. But I've got thoughts on Felix. It'd be a very long-winded answer if I gave that. I feel for him. I think that move to Atleti works against him. I think players that play on instinct like that, you need a coach and a manager and a philosophy and team that encourages you to complete your why am I just losing my thoughts right now? But to complete your instincts, I'm saying it's so stupid, but you need to be able to like master your instincts by yourself, because these guys, like, okay, if Felix is on goal, you're thinking from the stands he could do like, I don't know, 5 or 10 different actions compared to another player in that same moment. But because he has that much technique and, you know, ability to his game, it's all about fine-tuning his instincts. And I think sometimes because he's playing for a team over the years where, you know, I think they just expected Felix at Atleti to just be a one-man army. It's such like a naive way to want to use him. It has been very counterproductive against him. But listen, from a fan perspective, I would be open to that. But I also accept that Pochettino isn't necessarily too keen, to be fair with you, which is a shame, but it is what it is, right? And A, been watching since Sorry days, most real Chelsea fan. Appreciate that, bro. Thanks, man. Yeah, a few more questions. Surreal. Ayo, big ups, Nini. Thanks, man. Megan, up the Chelsea, as always. Arsalan, hey Nini, good work as always. What's your thoughts on us rushing to get Santos and Casade sent on loan with our injury records? I mean, again, I'm not going to lie, when I made the video today, and when I saw the news late last night, I was a bit taken aback. And you guys have heard my thoughts and opinions on this like hoarding thing that I'm a bit worried by. I've always kind of felt like morally, is it right for like clubs with power like us to like hedge their bets on so many young like up and coming talents whilst not really giving them the best conditions to really thrive in. Because I feel like when you're this young, your career isn't linear. Like everything's very malleable. So let's say injuries came, Santos was still here, and he played most of those games. Who knows how he would benefit from that come the end of the season. But then when you're signing like two other 19-year-olds, Leslie and Lavia, then it's getting a little bit hoardy, right? Because then what happens? Santos needs to have a great season and pray that he gets no injury, and touch woods, he gets no injuries at Nottingham Forest. I think someone like Casado, he needs to make sure that he has an absolute stellar season for Leicester City. And even then, how many times have we seen players have standout seasons in the Championship and still have no pathways into the team? And I'm looking at Mark Gay as an example. You know, he will be going to a top club in the next year or two, and he always had that potential from when he was young. But this is the thing, right? Clubs can afford to hedge their bets, and it's just like, as long as one player becomes successful, it doesn't really matter if like 3 or 4 fall off, because we can sell them and cash in on them. So I don't know. It's a shame that Santos won't get that focused attention and care with us this season. But I mentioned the point that the fact that Leslie got the sub appearance against Liverpool when he was at the club for like a fraction of the time compared to Santos, who's been here since the start of pre-season. Is Pochettino preferring Leslie at the moment, potentially? And this is why maybe Leslie might stay, and why Santos has now gone out on loan. So, it's up to Santos. I think that if he has a big season at Nottingham Forest, doors open up next season, and then we see what happens, right? But anyway, another super chat here. Best Sam, think Ross Barkley is extra motivated today? I think so. I think it's going to be really interesting to see him. I mean, you guys know that I don't hate the guy, but I've never been a big fan. And when he announced the signing, my lord, the way I was scratching my head that day in utter disbelief. I think I even made a Brexit thumbnail. That's how offended I was by that signing. And I wasn't surprised that his career was going to end how it did. He's one of those guys where, he's a Premier League football player. He's got that quality. He can make something happen from nothing, and he can do 10 bad things, but if he does one good thing, that can be a difference maker at times. I mean, I didn't really follow what he did at Nice. I mean, the fact that he isn't staying there maybe says it all, to be honest with you. Or maybe he wants to come back to the Prem. I don't know. I don't want to start talking nonsense. But I'm hoping that I see a Ross Barkley that I'm more familiar with, which is someone who's been quite mids. I hope I see that type of Barkley tonight against us. But let me answer some more. Hey, Super Chat money funding your more... Super Chat, I mean, I wish. I mean, YouTube, they really like to take a big cut from these Super Chats, which is a crazy thing, to be fair. But Wendy, Nini, I'm worried about Mudryk, even though I view him as someone who's based like a 19-year-old. Because again, Mudryk has played less than 100 career apps. You know what I mean? He's made... those, he's not played that much. So I don't know if I'm too worried at the moment. If he didn't have a small knock, I think maybe he plays. I just think it's a patience thing, to be honest with you. I think obviously we have a sour view of all these guys because last season was an absolute disaster. We didn't really use him properly whatsoever. And maybe if we signed him in the summer, we'd have a fresher perspective. And I'm still trying to maintain that perspective on Mudryk. Obviously, there is an impatience to want to see him succeed. I mean, come on. We can all put our hands up and be honest about that. But for me, I'm still waiting to wait. I'm going to give him until January. I'm still a bit patient. I don't think I need to rush my expectations with Mudryk at the moment. But whilst I'm answering some questions, I think it makes sense to put the lineup up right now, to be fair with you. I don't know what I'm doing at the moment. But let's get the lineup up, because I know some of you guys haven't been too impressed by what you've seen so far. I know this back three. Listen, I feel like people are being a bit harsh with the back three. It's not like how we've tended to ever play it. It's a very different use of a back three. It's a back three that regularly encourages back four moments. The best way I can describe it really is, imagine on the fields, all the players are in the central areas, right? And imagine if Gusto or Levi Cole, depending on where the ball is, they have the license to push up to support. So with other back three systems, it was very rigid, right? there wasn't much flexibility. Yeah, maybe sometimes the centre backs would push further up at times. It wasn't encouraged all the time though, right? And there was a lot of like automatisms in terms of like all the team moves were trained and worked upon during the sessions. And you know, once that got figured out, it looked very boring. But I think this back three is completely different. I'm going to have a bit of patience because, you know, if guys like Nkunku and others were about, then the way it gets used is completely different. So I'm going to have a bit of patience. I've seen some positives. It hasn't been all negative. The only negative so far is that second half against West Ham. But again, Caicedo making his like home debut today. I think I'm going to see a lot better from him. And I don't know. I think the players, I'm just going off the energy from the players. It's nowhere near the same as it was last season. So I think for myself, I'm looking to just be a bit patient. I'm not too worried right now, to be fair with you. I've liked what I've seen so far. But anyway, my friends, as we can see with the lineup here, I mean, first, what do you guys think of the graphics? I think it's a bit, I don't know how I'm feeling about these graphics this season. It's a little bit messy. And I'm not talking about Lionel though. But Sanchez for now in goal. Disasi. I don't want to see no assy performance. I want to see, you know, your, I don't know. I don't know where I'm going with this. But anyway, Silva at the back. Make sure you're talking to these guys. And Levi Colwill as well too, who, you know, I think there's even more to come from him. And for me, I'm looking forward to seeing how Colwill and Caicedo actually play together. That's the key thing for me. Anyway, Gallagher, I think he started the season strong, for sure. Enzo, I've liked how, you know, he does a lot of positive things for the team. And I'm just waiting for him to get his first goal, to be honest with you. Raheem Sterling's starting on fire. And I'm hoping that Sterling and Jackson get on the score sheet today. I think that's what I'm really looking forward to. But anyway, let me answer some more of your questions before the game actually starts. Okay, what about Pedro from Sporting Lisbon? You mean, what's his name? I know who you mean. Concal. Why am I forgetting his name right now? I know he's been quite a popular option on Twitter. Maybe. I'm not going to tell you who's the players I'm looking at for tomorrow, but who knows? Yes, Joshua. Hey, Nini, do you think Mudryk is going to hit the ground running? And please predict how many goals and assists he'll get. I think Mudryk, I'm hoping he gets more than, okay, you might not like the numbers, but I hope he gets more than 5 assists, and I hope he gets more than 5 goals. I think that is the barest of minimums. Yeah, he has to get past that. And to be fair, when I saw him during pre-season, I'm thinking he looks all right. Against West Ham, I think people were really critical of him, but, you know, that was like a collective team failure. Like, we weren't getting Mudryk in 1v1 moments anymore. And the 1 or 2 times he had to like burst down the left flank, his only option was to put a cross into the box. So we're not trying to play that way. That's a very like, the fact we were playing like that second half against West Ham tells you that everything kind of collapsed and things didn't work. And maybe Pochettino's subs forced too much like change in the team when the team isn't ready to be playing like that. You know, I think Ian Maatsen would have been a wiser choice once Ben went off. And I think Mudryk didn't have that supporting option anymore. So, you know, I think Pochettino would have learned something in that game. And, you know, I still don't feel nervous about Mudryk. Like, some of these guys, you know, they're not going to just hit the ground running instantly. But the fact that he's shown little bits here and there, it's enough for me to have some more patience, to be fair with you. Anyway, wasting time. Classy, Nini, classy. Appreciate that. Wendy, Nini, have you seen that Chelsea fan channel, The Other Side of the Coin? Man is getting mad. I mean, I hear you. I hear you. Again, like, I just feel like for myself, I'm not going to speak for these other fan channels, but I'm just not here to do like negative for the sake of it. Like, or not even negative, just reactionary. You guys know I'm not about that. You know, I respect the game. And I'm too much of a football nerd to just be reacting and getting nervous to everything. Not going to lie. But, you know, I don't know. People see the game how they want to, right? And I know I'm being very diplomatic. Maybe a few years ago, I wouldn't have been that diplomatic. But I'm a different Nini right now. I'm a more like enlightened Nini. And maybe that's because of all the shrooms I've been doing, to be fair. But anyway, what you guys say there, Chukwemeka, this cowards will never make us successful. Heba Badir, Nini, why you think Maatsen is playing less? Yeah, that's a little bit of a curiosity, to be fair with you. I'm not too sure as to why. Yeah, not making too much sense. I'm surprised that you didn't really do anything today, to be honest with you. But it's what it is, right? Anyway, kickoff, my friends, is starting literally in a few seconds' time. I'm getting ready to start this countdown. Come on, boys. I need a win today. Like, no excuses. Big win needed today. Big win. I mean, come on, it's a Friday night and the fans, you know, they want to see something positive. Come on. And we begin. Okay, so I like that from kickoff. Like, we literally look to play direct, like straight into the opponent's half as soon as possible. It's like a nice way to, you know, start a game. Not complaining with that. And the timer's decided that he doesn't want to work for me right now, which tends to be pretty typical, to be honest with you. Okay, free kick already, 40 seconds in. I mean, there's not much to read from that, just stating what we're all seeing on screen. Okay. Okay. Okay, that's better now. I think that's a lot better now. And I've got a super chat right here. Chris, yes, Chris. Why play certain way in pre-season but different now? I think it's because Nkunku isn't here, to be honest with you. I think we're forgetting how important Nkunku is. We have a few more injuries now, and we have players that haven't had a pre-season in Caicedo. And even someone like a Romeo Lavia, we might not see him for like another 1 or 2 games. So, you know, we have to respect that Pochettino is doing things for a reason, to be honest with you. And I don't think we've been losing because of this formation. I just don't agree with that principle. You know, the players have to take more responsibility for certain actions. And I think, you know, the details haven't been on point. But we're not losing games. It's not like we're struggling to create or anything like that. Like the first half against West Ham, we were moving them left to right like nothing. Like I mean, I don't know. I thought everyone was kind of positive about the performance against Liverpool. And the first half against West Ham, I saw a lot of positive things. I know the second half didn't work out, but we didn't play the same way in the second half as we did in the first half. So, you know, I'm not worried about that. Like, I feel like with the players we have, their quality, like Levi Colwill is more than good enough to play as a left back, realistically, right? Disasi has played as a right back a lot. He's played as a, you know, as a wide centre back. Like, he's played further forwards. So when you have players this technical and this good on the ball, like, they can affect the game in different phases. So I just like the fact that this team will get better. I mean, look at the nice little play there. I'm seeing 2 flipping back flicks in a row. I wasn't seeing stuff like this last season. Like, how can I not be optimistic? I don't think the players would be doing that if they weren't feeling confident with the football they're playing, to be honest with you. So again, for me, myself, I can only speak for myself, I'm feeling optimistic. I'm not worried about this. And I actually like how we play football in this system. Look at the movement, the pass and goes, the positions the players pick up, and how quickly we move the ball to. Like, again, second half, we did all the wrong things, and that's why we lost. But that first half, I'm not going to forget that first half easily. Because, again, I watched the game again. You guys know, I watched the full game again. And I'll watch this game again once it's released on the club's website. And you just see it a little bit differently sometimes, and you're not, like, reacting to what's happening, you know? But, yeah. Anyway, Caicedo is the deepest in midfield right now. It seems like, again, it seems more of like this 4-3-3 more than a back three, to be fair. You know, Gallagher's positions, I like the rotations I'm seeing from like Enzo's and Gallagher's. I mean, you know, Enzo's on the left so far. He'll move to the right again later. Look, nice little play, nice link up with Jackson. Come on, Nico. Come on, Nico. Come on, Nico. Release it. Come on. Oh, starting with the cutback. Unlucky, unlucky, unlucky. Come on, boys. Hey, sorry. Sorry, man. Oh, Gusto, overlap, ball in the box. I mean, that looks positive to me. You can't access the Google Drive? Also, what's wrong with the payment? Okay, first corner kick. Enzo is taking this. We got some big guys in the box waiting to attack this cross now. Come on, good delivery, Enzo. Oh, okay, just clears everyone, but decent effort. Gusto wins it back. First time little dummy from Gallagher, plays it wide. Good pass to make Enzo, good ball in. Doesn't clear the first man, but he gets a rebound and hits the first man again. But we still have the ball. That's the important thing. Okay, attack still too slow. SS, bro. It's been 5 minutes in. Like, what are you expecting to see? How can you... I mean, it doesn't look slow to me, to be fair with you. It doesn't look slow to me. I feel like we can even play faster. Okay. Corner kick coming in right now. Come on. Now we have to score from a set piece. Come on. Oh, rebound. Sterling. Oh! I thought that was going to be the first goal of the game. Not going to lie, that was a mad save from Kaminsky, I think his name is. Look at the hands then. Like point blank. Oh, no, that was... Okay. I know it was straight at the keeper, but yo, he caught that. Fair enough, fair enough. That wasn't too bad. But yeah, I'm liking Caicedo's looking way better than naturally the first game. He was hella rusty. Chris Skidaway. Yep, great man's think alike in that. Yes, Sanchez claims that. Goods. Come on. You have access now. Come on, Caicedo. Go away, ref. Come on. But again, a little bit of a rusty little start. I mean, Caicedo giving away a few little free kicks here and there in his first few games. Nicholas Jackson, most runs off the ball. I mean, to be fair, and again, it's a nice stat to read in isolation, but when you actually see why that's the case, it's because there's no one else there to really support him. So, you know, I think stats like that can be very redundant sometimes. It doesn't really say much, to be fair. Please, could you put like a match timer so we can sync it up? It is synced up right now. Are you guys seeing it? Okay. I had my bad for that. I didn't actually sync up the stream, but it's up now. This is the minutes and seconds that I'm actually viewing the game in. I mean, fucking... Counter attack, Jackson up front by himself, but Gallagher's there to support, and again, there's no one close to him then, so he kind of spun himself then in that moment. Shared it with... Back to Caicedo, first time, sprays it wide to find Gusto, who's in space, certainly making the overlap on the right hand sides. Back to Malo. Come on, Malo. Back to Caicedo, back to Enzo. Needs to be a little faster, a little bit of confusion then. Gallagher's receives, plays it back to Caicedo, first time back to Connor on the right hand side, who finds Sterling, who plays it back. Levi's pushed really forward now. And he finds Enzo's playing more on the left-hand side so far. Okay. I really love like Enzo's like footwork and close control in tight areas. I do think it's like, yeah, I just like the separation he creates with his footwork. Anyway, Gusto tries a deep cross then. Doesn't clear the defence. Decent defending from Luton. But we force him all the way back. Enzo Hollywood pass doesn't find him. But again, every time we have players winning the second ball. Great play by Connor. Come on, Sterling. Ah, okay, he just closed the angle down, but he's kept possession. That's key. Played Connor. Ah, but that's better. And again, the one thing I like about this system so far is that, you know, we always have someone winning the second ball. Like if the first move fails, we can recreate another move and another move. And let's give some credit to Connor. I know we're playing against Luton, but people say this guy's got no tech. He can't play possession football. He can't do this. I think he's really disproven that fact. Again, it wasn't even a fact, but he's disproven that notion that he can't play this type of football. He's moving it 1 touch, 2 touch. His little dummies. He's showing good press resistance. You know, I feel like, yeah. Like, for me, every time there's a new season, I like to, like, keep an open mind. Because, you know, these players do improve season by season. So, I just think sometimes you have to be a bit fair to these guys. But anyway, things are a bit sloppy, but we usually get warm after 20 minutes. Yes. I don't know why that's the case. Like, it's been like this for like 2+ years now, where we're always kind of slow in the first, not slow, but like we're not fully warmed up in the first 20 minutes. But I think that's because normally the opposition get a bit tired after 20 minutes goes by. Like, we're moving that ball left to right, left to right. I feel like our defenders have to move it a bit faster though. Colwell, great pass to find Ben. Oh, unlucky. But the good pressure by Jackson, but gets claimed by Kaminski. But there's a nice ball over the top from Levi then. But again, you know, these teams, when they come to play against us, they just want to sit back, defend, keep their shape. So it's really up to us to keep moving them left to right, left to right, left to right. And you have to take your openings. This is what we don't do. We create the openings and we don't take advantage. Like, you have to score first. Like, how often do Man City get the first goal? Like, how often do teams that play this way always get the first goal? But anyway, nice combo between Sterling and Nico. Is that a free kick? Okay, it's not then. Okay, and Enzo just takes this guy straight to the ground. Who is that? Yeah, he's going to feel that one. Kabore. I think he was at Marseille, right? Oh, right in the face. That's going to hurt. Oh, yeah. He needs to just, like, he has to relax with it one. Enzo, just let him recoup, bro. Like, he's not going to get up now. It's going to hurt. Ooh. Thanks. Okay, Lavia in the stands. Okay. Guys are taking too long to shoot. I mean, to be fair, there aren't many like openings to take these shots just yet. But we're getting there. We're getting there. Fancy football is nothing without scoring. Exactly. I mean, it's showing so far that for all the fancy footwork and the dominance, we're not doing the important thing, which is putting the ball in the back of the net. If we start to do that more, then this football becomes better and the game opens up. Like, everything becomes different once you get that first goal. Anyway, Silva plays it now to Disasi. We're restarting another attack. Malo, the impressive Malo Gusto. Like, people on Twitter were trying to say that this guy can't defend 1v1 because one Leon fan who probably doesn't know what he's talking about made a stupid comment and people just ran with that. Like, this is why I don't always just like... I don't take Twitter for words, you know? Especially now that there's more of a reason for people to engage from like crazy because now you can monetize your accounts and the amount of like lies, like, oh my god, Levi Cole with the passing behind to find Nico. Oh, come on, let's score from this type of football. Oh, like shit like this. Like, let's put in the finishing touch and a move like that. Look at that pass from Levi. Great run by Nico. Right in between both of their defenders. Just the weight of that pass too. He finds Ben. First time layoff to Enzo. I agree with Pochettino though. And I'm really happy he says that Enzo is a number 8, because Enzo is a number 8 in my opinion. And again, as he grows and improves, this guy is going to be, he'll get double digits for goals. Like, I see that happening in his future. He just has to just, like, once he gets the first goal, I think the other goals will be a bit easier to come by then, you know? But anyway, Bond Servant, if you don't win this, I am Pochettino. Wow. 3 games into the season. Fair enough, bro. Leo, I'd rather watch us play fancy football and lose than shit football and lose. I mean, I'm not going to, again, it's both bottom of the barrel, but one's like in hell and like one's fighting with the crabs, right? And that was just like a terrible, I don't know where I was going with that. But you guys just try and get where I'm going with that, you know what I mean? But yeah, I mean, come on, I'd rather, if I lose a game, I'd rather lose playing beautifully than playing shit football. And come on, we've seen shit football how often throughout the seasons? It's been so mids. Like, it's not been good enough in my opinion. And you guys know I've been really frustrated by how we've been playing and approaching games over the past like 18 months. So I'm liking that this is a positive style, and I think the players will only get better in that. And it's a real shame that we don't have Nkunku, who'll be like the team needs him to finish off these moves. You know, the guy is an incredible finisher. He's an incredible creative player too. It's a massive shame that we've lost, I'd say, our best player until January. So, you know, it happens. It happens. Yes, Mods K. Yeah, that ball from Levi. Like, more of those, like, line breaking, not line breaking, but defense splitting passes in behind. When you have a player like Nico, you know, he can really take advantage of those types of quick balls. But anyway, nice little one-touch football. Then Gusto's inverted midfield. He finds Sterling wide, 1v1. Oh, Raheem! Oh, Raheem Sterling! What a goal! What a goal, Sterling! My lord, he's back. Raheem is back. Come on! That is well deserved. That is absolutely well deserved. Like, the guy's form, he's back. He's different. What a goal from Sterling. Look at the football though. Look, one touch, the midfield all combined. Gusto inverts midfield and he finds Sterling. And look how, that is a bit hazardous, not going to lie. Oh, Raheem. What a goal. What a goal. Wow. That is incredible. Raheem Sterling. Wow. The change of direction then. The close control. Running at pace too. Wow. This goal. What a goal, Raheem. See, this is what I mean. Like, we were not creating these types of opportunities. We were not creating opportunities like this for like 18 months. We couldn't do it. But this is why I'm keeping calm and I'm optimistic, because I see the energy in the players. The fact that Raheem is playing this way, we haven't seen him do that for like nearly 12 months. Yeah. So this is what I mean. At least we got the first goal now, and that is the important thing. But now, something that's even more important now is, can we now like take advantage of momentum going our way and get the second goal to kill the game off? Because that's the difference. When you have momentum your side, your end, you have to score again. Like, we can't come close. We can't hit the crossbar, nothing like that. Because how often do teams come back and the game goes back to 1-1 and then it's like we're restarting everything again? No, right now, we have to get the second goal and we have to get it fast. That's what the great teams do. They smell blood and they kill teams off instantly. So again, great football. Luton Town are getting a bit more tired. And look at the one-touch football we're seeing. Levi Cole. You see that little flick over the top? Like, how many centre-backs are really doing stuff like that? Mad. Raheem is back to his best. So Raheem's going to shut the haters up. Listen, I was a hater last season, and you guys know that. But as I always say, when a new season comes, I keep an open mind. I'm not going to hold on to last season and use that against you. It's new rules this season. Everything is brand new this season. And just look how Raheem he's looking completely different right now. So, well-deserved goal. And now I need to see Nico Jackson get on the score sheet. The team has to make Nico get a goal today. Yeah, he deserves a goal. I think for all the great work he doesn't even get enough, like, service at times. But now, you know, I'm liking how we're playing. Anyway, Levi Cole plays it back to Thiago Silva. And now we have options wide, and Malo Gusto is just always in that space. And it kind of reminds me of how like Nagelsmann was trying to use Alphonso Davies by being the free guy in the left channel so he could like carry the ball further forward. But anyway, I'm not going to get into all this like geeky tactical stuff. Let's focus on the game. But right now, absolute domination. I mean, Luton Town have not been clear at all. But it means nothing unless we get the second goal, right? So let's keep our standards high tonight. That's what I said. Bare minimum 2-0 win. And I wouldn't even be that happy. I would just accept it. But today, I need to see 3 or 4. Not going to lie with you guys. Yes, good. So that's yours. Come on. Come on. Win that second ball, man. Now, no sloppy, stupid mistakes now, yeah? This is what always kills us. Like, the players can't... No excuses. Close them down faster, Gusto. That's it. Silva reads that, clears. That's yours, Raheem. That's it. Keep communicating, stay in position. Gallagher's got that Luton guy covered. Yes, DJ Stones, appreciate the love, bro. Give me 1 sec. That goal is giving Hazard vibes. It is. Like, at full speeds, he didn't, like, slow down his pace. And that's what Sterling can do. He can change direction on the fly. And it's nice to see the little bit of footwork and skill come back from Raheem. I thought that was kind of lost in this game now, to be honest with you. I thought that was a thing of the past. So Pochettino is bringing back the passion and the excitement again in Raheem Sterling. And it's this type of football we're playing. I think this is why. We're playing a style of football that makes sense. Because come on, like Sterling came from Man City. He played some of the most peakest football any player can play in the world, right? The standards and levels are up here. And let's be serious, we couldn't compete on that. So if you're going to come, you're basically taking a step down coming to us at the time. And in terms of how we played and operated, I mean, it was an absolute joke. Let's keep things real. But I think now the players are happy. The players are buying into this way of playing football under Pochettino. Because Pochettino's ideas, principles, the fact that he was an ex-player himself, an ex-international, he's been there, he's done that. He has these players' respect. He knows how to work with them, be on their level. He said himself, listen, like I could be all these guys' dads, realistically, and you know, I'm about being on their wavelength and being on their vibe as well too, whilst expecting excellency every single week. And I think these are the conditions top players want. So, my God, I'm happy, man. I'm pleased and I'm happy for Raheem. I'm happy for Raheem, and I'm loving the fact that it looks like I could be wrong about my assessment on him. And again, I don't get no pleasure from being right on players. I'm not a nerd like that. I don't really care because I just want guys to play well so we can win ultimately. Anyway, Enzo, ball outside the boot to find Nico. Couldn't get the ball out his feet then, unlucky. But I just love how Nico is always that option running into the channels every single time. Yeah, like once this guy gets his first goal, I think he'll go on a mini scoring streak. Not like a crazy one, but a mini one. And for me, I think Nico is someone that you invest in. Like, I hope that we allow him to have the time to progress and develop because he's, 21 years old or 22? I mean, he's not played more than 100 games throughout his career either. You know what I mean? He is someone that can go to different levels by the time he's like 23, 24. So some of these guys you'll buy and invest in them, and I think Nico is a guy that is worth it. Anyway, Luton Town, all they can do is play long balls over the top, but Thiago Silva, even at nearly 40 years old, deals with that easily against these young, pacey forwards. And look at the football playing out from the back. Raheem, you just had to release that ball then to Connor, but it is what it is. Okay, Connor's given away 2 fouls so far. Temper it down a little bit. Temper it down. Again, it's about controlling this game right now. We go get the second goal. And I'm liking at least we're seeing some intensity in the press, right? But anyway, another super chat right here. Best Sam. Yes, bro. Thank you, man. Ends up being like passing 95, shooting 60. I mean, listen, he has that in his game. But we did not encourage that last season. Like, we played him in the flipping, like, the deepest role. And he was basically doing the Charlie Adams role last season. He was just playing switch balls. That's all he could do. And it was an absolute waste, to be honest with you. But once he gets his first goal, it will come back. Anyway, cleared by Levi. Ends up puts pressure on Jong. Nice little dummy by Jong. Then finds Kabore on the right hand side. I think we close off the angles decent here. Ben shows him to the outside and a terrible cross. And that was good defending by Ben. And now we have a goal kick now. Okay, I'll take that. I'll take that. Dude, at the score. Oh, thank you. I don't know why I do that. I feel like I say this all the time, Sue. No. Today, I'm not making this mistake no more times now. I'm sorry. I can't do it again. Okay. Gusto still has that play. Gusto. Oh, play. Okay, no one gets a second ball then. Unlucky. Okay. Yeah. I mean, just let's see, bro. Okay. Our shape mid block off the ball so far. Gallagher applying pressure to the ball receiver. Luton playing it back. Okay, yes, Conor Gallagher played that. He's been showing that he's ready to win that ball every single time in this game so far. Played Conor. Like, this guy needs a little bit of credit too. I felt like people were too mean to this guy last season, not gonna lie. Anyway, Gusto finds Rambo on the right hand sides. Plays it back. We're trying to force Luton Town to like come out a little bit. Because these teams, they don't want to come out and see little silly sloppy things like that. And I'm sorry, Disasi. I want to see you win that damn ball, Disasi. Come on. Like, you're 6'3", for God's sake. Show that. Like, use more strength. Like, little silly things like that. Silly things like that. Anyway, Nico receives deep, a nice little turn. Look at the movement, bro. Like, he makes that look really easy. When Nico, like, comes deep, he can just, like... the body balance to just like shift directions and the touch and control. Like, look, it's just executed really well. He's very, very classy player, this guy. Very classy player. But yeah, see, Disasi, I want you to be more imposing. Because again, if this is a better team, we were getting punished by things like this against West Ham. Anyway, good defending by Silva in that moment then. Minerals FC. People hating on Sterling, look at him now. Exactly. This is what I mean. Like, what satisfaction do people get from hating? It's like, you don't need validation from hating all the time, yeah? Oh, Nico's getting a little bit of a... Oh, yeah, he should be fine. He should be fine. A little, like, knock to his ankle then. Okay, where are you streaming the game, bro? I've got a Virgin Media account, so I've got, like, an account to Sky, so I'm just watching it from Sky main view right now. But I hear there's a site called, okay, in case you guys need a site, I mean, some people have spoken about this one before, so it is going to be in the chat. If you guys need a link, then you guys can, like, you know, do what you have to do from there. Anyway, Albi, Disasi looks so awkward in making footballing decisions. I'll give him a bit of a benefit of a doubt because, you know, he's playing in Ligue 1. Even though Ligue 1 is quite physical too. It's not like it's not. But again, the intensity of the league is just like every mistake you make really gets punished in the Premier League. Which, like, listen, I'm going to understand that, you know, he needs like a bit of an adaptation time, right? But still, like, use your strength. Be more imposing. Like, that's literally why we signed you. I mean, some people were thinking if you got Trevor Chalobah, was Disasi really needed? You know, talks that Chalobah could go to Bayern Munich on loan or on a permanent. We'll have to see what happens. But yeah, Disasi, come on. Like, a lot of people believed in you. So yeah, I felt like he was the worst player, especially in the second half against West Ham, which was, you know, a bit of a shame to be fair. Because I think the guy moves the ball really crisp. But anyway, Sterling's gone on another mazy run. Just gets dispossessed. But Conor Gallagher winning these second balls all game, man. I feel like Conor's another guy that's come into this season like with a lot more confidence. Now that he has a manager that really backs him and supports him. You even seen the man bun coming out now. Like, I don't think Connor would have had the confidence to bring out the man bun last season. You know, the foul comments would have made him look even worse. But, you know, that's little things like that. Knowing what your role is, playing in a role that suits you more. And of course, having a manager that backs you. Like, it makes like the world a difference. And then Marvelous gets the first yellow card of the game. Another set piece here. Let's take advantage. Let's make it 2-0 before the first half whistle ends. I don't want to go into the second half 1-0 up. And we have to create a few more shots on goal now. Anyway, that's a nice little set piece routine. Where's it going? Enzo ball over the top. Far post. Gets dealt with. And that's another corner. So that's a little bit of a, you know, a little adventurous there. Wasn't too bad. Okay, this formation is giving our players injuries. I don't think that's the case, bro. How can the formation give injuries? Like, nah. Maybe if you said the football we're playing, but I mean, you know, it is what it is sometimes. What can you do? Ben ball in the box, snip post. I saw guys running onto that, and Gusto. Like, why even attempt it? If you like, you always know deep down if you've really got your body position right to take these shots right, but. You know, I guess, why not? Now TV have some good deals, yeah? Streamnet. Okay, so you guys are giving some stream links. That's cool. Every team needs a Gallagher. I think, yeah, in a squad game, I think guys like him are good to have because they're going to boost the quality level in training sessions. And, you know, they're reliable. Anyway... Enzo's following Jong right here. Squares it to, I don't know who that guy is on the left. Ross Barkley. Yeah, that's Barkley. Gets taken out instantly by Raheem. Little smart fouls like that, you know. Just kill the momentum for Luton Town. So slow it down. Yeah, get everyone back in position now. Slow the pace down and kill the momentum. Just little smart things like that. Now we're about to regroup, but I feel like we've dropped off the intensity a little bit though, right? Since we got the first goal. I feel like it's come down a little bit. Like I was hoping that we get another quick attack or something. So, you know, not an L, but obviously my expectations are high tonight. Like I said, you know, I'm keeping my standards very high tonight. Enzo wins the second ball over the top to find Nico. Great chest control. Oh, okay, unlucky. Tried to do a little flick over the top, then didn't come off. But I feel like we're well positioned to deal with this. Levi, stick with him. Yes, Levi. Great tackle, Levi. Great tackle. And Enzo changes the direction of attack. Switches the ball to Malo Gusto, who has all that space to run into. But like, where's the option? Okay. Malo plays it back now to Disasi. He's going to square that to Silva. And he's going to square that to Levi Coble, who can now push up a bit more. But one thing I want to see is those like Coble, Matoma passes that we saw at Brighton. Like this is why it's annoying that Mudrik's injured. You know, I feel like he's the only one taking advantage of that right now. But anyway, great line breaking pass by Disasi to find Connor. Overlap, okay. A little bit predictable that, but it's a decent idea. But you've seen the players even smiling when they're making a little mistake. Like, listen, I'll take that. We need more goals. Yes, no more delay for goals, for sure. Wendy, man really out here thinking this is FIFA and formations determine everything. I get what you mean. Yes. You know, I don't know. I definitely get what you mean. Like, one thing I've accepted is that I am like the outlier. Or maybe we're the outliers where, come on. End of the day, I love this game. But it's still an entertainment, right? If I'm being brutally honest, it's still an entertainment. Other people have other things they're doing in their life. Just because I'm a bit more obsessed, like, you know, so what? Like, other people don't have the time to be obsessed because they got other things in their life, which I get, you know. Anyway, Gusto is getting a little slow. Move it a bit faster, lads. Again, gets intercepted, a bit sloppy then. Levi, Enzo wasn't ready to receive that. Wasn't ready. Come on, Caicedo. I'm seeing Connor winning more tackles so far compared to Caicedo, who's been not a passenger, but I've just noticed Gallagher a bit more compared to Caicedo at the moment. But I mean, it's natural. He's only just come. And again, intercepted very well by Gusto. Carries forward. Nice pass to find Raheem Sterling. Come on, Raheem. Carry that ball forwards. So the little spell of the game where Luton Town have the ball a bit more now, which I guess was always going to become a thing soon. We force them to play a long goal kick, and Silva easily deals with that. Finds Caicedo. Squares it to Enzo. Okay, it's getting a little like silly, like... Okay, it wasn't silly and no one was in position to receive them. Alright, Silva, who's he found? Just a square ball from Silva to find Disasi. Like, I feel like Silva, I'm not seeing him play as many of those like line-breaking passes like he used to do, like especially last season. He's not doing it as much in the middle of a back three. But again, you need the option there, right? Enzo plays it back to Colwell. Finds Caicedo. Okay. It's a lot of... Again, maybe the plan is to force Luton Town to come up a bit more now, you know? Like, they haven't been pressing us, like, this high that often. And, like, when you do take the lead, you are trying to encourage the opposition to come. And look at that pass. This is what I mean. Like, we attracted them to come to us. And then Colwell nearly executes that pass beautifully to find Nico Jackson isolated them. So, you know, it's a little bit of a give and take thing. If these teams aren't going to press you, it does get a bit harder. But we have to keep moving it quick. 1 touch, 2 touch. 1 touch, 2 touch. Okay. Where's the options? Can he play it to Caicedo? Silva, what are you waiting for, man? Now it's getting played backwards. Like, could Silva not just play it through the press to find Caicedo, no? Anyway, good play. Enzo, nice. 1-2 to speed the play up a little bit. Come on, Silva. Yeah. Again, play the Sassy. That's it. Come on, Connor. Played. Ah, unlucky. But we still have the ball in their half. We progress it a bit more now. Back to Caicedo. Over the top to try and find Ben. Can't pull it off. And that's it. Sloppily given away by Jong then. Sloppy is a word, Nini. Sloppy. Yep, scoring 1 goal is never a good thing. Many little arguments happening. Only 1 goal, come on. Yeah. We need to do something. Nice 1-2, then Gusto in space. Okay. Who's supporting Jackson in the box? Ah, Gusto. A bit sloppy. Ah, and he gives a free kick away. Little bit sloppy, bro. Little bit sloppy then. Okay. Okay, signing Brennan Johnson would be the equivalent of signing Barkley back in the day. I know, but it's like, yeah. I mean, that even really annoyed me to even do the news video talking about Brennan Johnson. Listen, no disrespect to him, but you're just not on that level to be playing for us. I'd like to think it's one of those things where, you know, people are floating ideas around and maybe the press, you know what it's like, they're going to report whatever gets released. And maybe sometimes as fans, do we like give too much energy to stories that maybe guys at the top are thinking, listen, it's only an option we're looking at. It's not even, we're not far in negotiation. Like, we're not holding direct contact with the player. We haven't agreed personal terms. You guys just relax a little bit. Like, it's part of the job to, like, you know, we have a short list of probably 20 other guys that you don't even know about right now, which, listen, I can accept, right? Thank you. Did you download one football app to get the match stats? Okay. Yes. Oh, Ben. Okay, does nothing there. Come on, boys. I need to see the second goal before the first half whistle ends. Enzo played Enzo. Oh, Enzo, Mr. Hernandez. That's what I want to see more of. Nest Nico. That's what I mean. I feel like Nico is missing that partner in crime a little bit in like an Nkunku. I feel like the midfield players, they got a lot to do in terms of like defending and supporting the attack and building up the play. I just feel like we need that Nkunku there just to like run a little bit more. It's getting a little slow. Let me find the stats so far so I can just like see for myself how the threat has most definitely fallen off a little bit now, you know. It's not been absolutely ideal. Like after seeing that goal from Philippine Raheem Sterling, I'm just thinking, you know, like you guys, where's the second goal coming from? Come on, where is the flipping matches? Yes. Luton Town 1-0. And as we're seeing here, like obviously we've had more threat, but the threats, it's had its moments. It's not really peaked really high, right? I mean, I get it, but I don't know. I mean, but Chelsea fans, like, we're always going to expect more, to be fair. On the bench right now, you're looking at Maatsen. We don't have many crazy options. Noni. No surprise, Diego Moreira is there too. Mason Burstow could be an option. So even though we've spent big money, I think injuries right now aren't necessarily helping. And we don't have many, like, game-changing options to turn to off the bench right now, do we? Diego Moreira could be interesting bringing on. It's a shame that we didn't keep Angelo, but I understand why he had to go to Strasbourg. That was like a day one type of deal. But even someone like him would have been quite interesting. You know, maybe move Sterling to the left-hand sides. Maybe Levi Cole's balls and behind can find someone else other than just Nico Jackson too. But it is what it is. At least Luton Town are pressing a bit higher. Can we like take advantage of them committing men forwards? Come on, Nico, control that quickly. Great control of this left knee. Just force it a bit too much then, bro. Enzo, a little bit sloppy. Force all the way back then. But Conor Gallagher's there, like he does the little dirty work like that, you know, like he runs into the position to make sure that the keeper can't play the pass to the left back. Like details like that us fans don't really care about, but he does that work on the field, which is good for his teammates. Anyway, 72% possession. Expected goals, you know, could be a bit higher. Expected assists is higher than expected goals. Not being many shots so far, only 2 on target. Like, for all the work Nico's doing, there isn't enough support in behind him. That's really taking advantage. Gusto follows, like Luton Town playing a few passes back. Yep, we're forcing them back a little bit more. Penny press. Let me go back to what you guys are saying in the chat here. Bench full of kids. Yeah, I mean, it's full of lots of kids right now. So it's not the most like ideal circumstances for Pochettino. So it does explain why maybe he might be using a back 3-2. So again, I'm not here to be too critical. I think it's too easy to do that sometimes. Knickers, maybe Connor a 10 and Maatsen for Disassi. Again, I think your suggestion, Knickers, that is... I wish your name wasn't Knickers too, not gonna lie. I feel like I have to really pronunciate Knickers properly. I'm not trying to get demonetized right now. But but yeah, I do think Ian Maatsen coming on would be it would be something. I feel like poor Ian, like he was sick during pre-season. Oh, that first touch. Oh, Raheem. Unlucky. But the power of the Bunda then, he just created a force field then with that arse then. Anyway, back to Connor. Plays it back to Gusto. Winnie, it's not even about the formation right now. We are no longer the Chelsea. I mean, I hear you. The intensity has come down a little bit. But I'm not gonna over panic right now. Like, we need Luton Town to come on to us a bit more. They're not really doing it as much. At least we're forcing them back a bit now, you know. Colwell plays it to Sanchez, who finds Disasi high and wide. Good play. Come on, Disasi, keep that ball in. Come on, Disasi, bro. Okay, Eddie. Gallagher is so essential, while on the other side you have Sterling and Gusto further up the field. MB7, wasting time, in my opinion. Having Silva there is overkill. I get what you mean. I think, going on to the other suggestion, if Maatsen was to come on, I think Silva, you could probably survive without him in this game. Not going to lie. I even feel like his passing, all he's doing is just playing wide balls to like Colwell and Disasi, really. Maybe Disasi should be in better position to receive a bit more advance. Like Levi Colwell, I'm not seeing Thiago Silva saying to Colwell, go up. But I see Thiago constantly pointing towards Disasi to, you know, push ahead. Like, don't keep like a flat back three right now. Like, step up. So, you know, I need to see more of that, to be fair. Gusto receives. Back to Sterling. We're getting, passing back a bit too much. Like, I'm not seeing that like line breaking pass to find Caicedo. Like, he's not even as involved in the game right now, to be fair with you. I don't see too many passes from Caicedo at the moment. I'm sure the stats are going to reflect that. In how many touches has he had so far? 35. Okay, cool. Maybe I'm completely wrong. Gallagher's had 42, which it feels like he's had 42. Enzo's had like 35 as well. But again, I'm not seeing the ball finding Caicedo as much. Like, I want to see one of the defenders play a line breaking pass to Caicedo. Anyway, back to Enzo, squares it back to Ben. Back post. Shit. Good touch, Connor. Played Connor. Disasi. I have a super chat here. Yes, Chris. Appreciate that, man. Feels like Chelsea last season has slowed down a bit now. It has. It definitely has. I think I expected threat has definitely fallen off a bit too as well. Yeah, it definitely has come down. Like, it's not been much of anything at the moment. But now, the first half whistle is now over. Let's talk about this game, my guys. Let's discuss what's been going down. Obviously, super goal from Levi Colwell. I mean, from Raheem Sterling. Absolutely beautiful goal. And so far, it hasn't necessarily reflected the overall game quality as much, in my opinion. But let's answer some questions. Like, how are you guys feeling so far? Agnes, if Nico does not score today, I give up. Don't give up just yet, but I feel you on that one. I think, come on. We have to do a bit more to get him involved in these areas. Come on. Okay, Albie, Disasi isn't starting centre-back quality. Sorry. What are the stats saying surrounding Disasi? I'll get onto that later on. Sacre Bleu. Guardiola plays with 5 centre-backs. No one complains then. I mean, I hear you. You know, like, for me, it's not even about... It's about how the execution at times, you know. Like, again, I'm mentioning that I'm not seeing anyone play a forward pass to Caicedo. Like, if he's, like, in behind Luton Town's strikers, if he was to receive in the half turn, he can play forward, and it's just like we're opening them up in that sense. You know, that means a Luton Town midfield player then has to press Caicedo on the ball, right? And then maybe Gallagher and Enzo can find better positions between the lines. I've not seen one forward pass, I think, to Caicedo in this first half. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm just like I'm not thinking properly. But I'm not seeing that. And I'm just seeing more like square passes wide to the right hand side, more square passes to the left. Nothing too central at the moment. And I think there's got to be a bit more ambition. Maybe Pochettino, maybe take off Silva or Disasi or whoever. Maybe make it a back four. Maybe have like a pivot in the moment just so Caicedo has another option. And then maybe play someone a bit closer up front too. I just feel like We have to get the second goal really soon now. Izu, there is no positive in this performance, bro. Let's not act like Sterling's goal wasn't the biggest positive of the first half. eRock17, good to see you here. Not enough pace in the team right now. We're not creating the opportunities to take advantage of our pace at the moment. You know, I feel like a lot of the passing is really square at the moment. Luton Town are defending good. I feel like, are we even necessarily dragging them apart? Like, before we again, like, I feel like when we get the goal, things kind of fall off, right? Because I thought before we got the first goal, I thought, okay, I can feel like something is coming soon, right? I felt like my footballing instincts were in tune with the game, because I was seeing us like moving them apart a bit more. But after we got the first goal, it dips a bit more. It's really dipped quite a bit now, and it's not that good. Not gonna fib. Gonna be just reset the score right here. Okay. You guys, June, centre midfield is flooded and Ben is doing nothing. Find a different way. I feel like the few times Ben is trying to like make a run in behind to stretch them, a lot of these runs are going in vain. So I'm noticing him making those runs and nothing's really coming off from that, which is a bit of a shame. Fred, yes, Chelsea have this attitude of scoring one goal, then slowing down. One goal can never team a match easily, for sure. Like, we have to improve in that capacity. Like, we have to get better in that capacity. Every top team is able to kill the game off again. And maybe we haven't had that practice for a while, to be fair with you. And I look at the options on the bench. We have a lot of kids. We don't have many. Hopefully Maatsen gets an opportunity. I think this guy is incredible, like moving forward into the final third. I think Pochettino has to give this guy a chance today. Like, I'll be disappointed if he doesn't come on. So that needs to definitely get better. I would have accepted Ben getting rested and Maatsen then even playing over him today, in my opinion, just to give us like a different, attitude on the left hand side. But anyway, Charlie Mahoney back four, in my opinion. Bring on Noni for Silva. Yeah, I think so. But I think, again, Noni against West Ham was a bit negative. I feel like every time he received, he wasn't receiving to then like turn and attack. He was just playing it passively. So is that telling us that maybe he's not fully fit? Again, he didn't have pre-season. If he had pre-season, he'd be a lot sharper match fitness wise, right? So again, I feel like he needs a bit of patience around him. But I do think that we need to like open up some more options now in Luton's half. I think if Caicedo had like a pivot, if he created the box structure, right now it's like a 3-1. I think a little box structure could also help us. And I think I could open up more spaces between the lines, because we can force Luton's midfield players to press us a bit more, knowing the fact that we have the superior ball playing quality to play through them. So we have to take a little bit of a risk, in my opinion. But I mean, the first goal typified everything we did right. Like, I know you guys are seeing the first goal replay on screen right now. The little like involvement of our midfield three. Nice one-touch passage of play. And then we find Sterling isolated higher up the field. And it was all Sterling from then. I mean, did he not see the assets I provided? You need to link the green screen photo and gold photo. Sorry. So yeah, in some positive news, I am working with some people now to try and like outsource a lot of work for the channel. So yeah, I'm hoping that this season I get a lot more help now, so I can make more content. That's like my big thing that I want to push on with now. Okay. Okay. But you have not linked the assets yet. Unfortunately, okay. Chiazla, we need an extra striker, I think, or at least someone with imagination in attacking mids. I mean, we're looking kind of limited there so far, but again, maybe Ian Maatsen could be an option to have between the lines. Who knows? Shane, Jackson really needs to learn how to play football. Always trying to do too much, but I get it. I get your perspective on that. I think he has to do a bit more at times because, you know, he has to like drop deep and run in behind. And, you know, there should be someone a bit closer towards him at times, which isn't really there. So I hear you. But again, I'm going to keep like patient with Nico. I don't think it's necessarily his fault. Siddharth, I would bring on an attacker for Disasi. So, okay, you guys, are you taking off Disasi or are you taking off Thiago Silva? Like, what are you doing? Like, I might be inclined to take off Disasi. I think Silva's got the experience to deal with Morrison and Adebayo, to be fair with you. One man Jado, we don't need a back three against the newly promoted Luton. Our chances up front is limited by Ben, who's a natural defender. Why can't we play a back four and get... But again, I just think how you play the back four is key. Like, I don't know if that's always necessarily going to translate into this like instant attacking football. Because again, against West Ham, we lost the game in the second half because we moved away from a back three, surprisingly enough. And we looked even flatter. We looked even flatter against West Ham when the subs came on. And we started putting on more attacking players. So the players have to just execute their plays better. You know, I think the defenders... I think I'm seeing Silva and... I'm not seeing too many line-breaking passes from the defence. I think that Silva's playing a lot of like flat passes either wide. He could be a bit more adventurous on the ball. And I don't know. I feel the team have to like combine a lot better, you know. Maybe Enzo is playing a more like offensive role in that sense. Normally he'd be receiving a bit deeper at times, right? Because Enzo in this game, going back to the stats real quick, Enzo hasn't had as many touches on the ball right now compared to like his other game. So let me show you guys right here. Like, I think that could help Caicedo a little bit maybe to have just a bit more influence in this game. Lineups over here. As we're seeing, like Enzo. So these are the areas he's receiving in right now. A lot of stuff in the channels. But in terms of touches, look, only 35. Accurate passes, 28 out of 30. I felt like against West Ham, he was finding more... He's playing the Khan's role in the team right now. I mean, I get it, but is it even needed really? Like, I was kind of hoping that we'd go for like a 4-3-3. Obviously, Gallagher and Enzo playing more like box to box, and having just more like offensive options nearby. Like, it's a weird one because he's not getting... Him and Jackson have combined maybe once or twice, but nothing really dangerous came from that. And again, he has less influence on the moment in terms of how he's using the ball. But against West Ham, he had like, I think he had way more touches and passes, and played way more line-breaking passes too. So I feel like maybe Pochettino might have to make a bit of a change in the second half, to be fair with you. But looking at the rest of the team, again, Caicedo, I think his influence is a bit minimal right now. He's not really getting found as much. No one's really playing the passes here. Like, look. Like, this little, like, huge empty space where the goal is. It's just like... Yeah, the influence, like, he's not really having much influence right now to connect us like how he should be, to be fair with you. I feel like we could be playing more ambitious passes forward to find him. You know, I think we should be, to be fair with you. I think Gallagher's looked good again. I think he's looked good, supported things well. I think his second balls, the ground he's covering, that the tackles he's winning, I think, yeah, I liked what I've seen from Connor, and he's moving it with confidence as well. I think he's been the best midfield player out of the three so far. Obviously, Raheem Sterling, the threat, but I want him to be a bit closer. Like, let's look at Nico Jackson currently. Again, he has to like drift in behind to the left. He has to come a bit deeper on the left hand side, a bit deeper in the middle, a bit deeper on the right. But then who else, like, where's the box presence really? Like, there's not much of a box presence at this point in time. Like, Enzo hasn't shown that. You know, he's been outside the box. Khans was actually a lot closer to goal against West Ham compared to Enzo so far. And I think Raheem Sterling is, you know, he's showing like some danger when he's making the runs are behind on the right hand side when he's entering the box here. That's been our best source of goal threat so far. Anytime Raheem Sterling is making the running behind on the right hand sides. But in terms of anyone else offering more of a goal threat, like, everyone's attacking the box from outside. There's not much of a presence inside as much, and I think this is why statistically, I mean, look at the shots, like only 3 on target. No, yeah, 2 on target, 7 shots, only 2 on target. Most are blocks, most are off target. Like, it's a little bit easy to defend against at the moment. A little bit easy. It's taken a wonder goal to break them down so far, but it's got to improve. It's got to step up. Yeah, it has. We have to boost the intensity for sure. Like, it needs to happen. Yaba, we are respecting Luton a bit too much. I don't know if it's respect. I don't think we're playing with nerves. I just think the execution needs to be a bit more adventurous, not gonna lie. Tyler, how do we pick up Cherky? Football without entertainment ain't it. Like, again, you need entertainment in the game. This is why we'll never forget guys like your Ronaldinho's and Ronaldo's and X, Y, Z, because come on, that's the fantasy that we love the game for. I think Cherky would be quite interesting. You know, having a player in those central areas that can beat a man and carry the team up the field, that can give us a new dimension. You know what I mean? CFC fan 1, what Connor the best midfielder on the field? Turn off your TV. Like, listen, if you don't think Connor's been, listen, no one's been bad, but I mean, why are you acting like Conor Gallagher's been worse or something? Like, try and get your bias out and just assess the performance for what it is. And I think Connor has been good today, and I think probably so far compared to Enzo and Caicedo, I would say that Connor has been number 1 at the moment. MB7, move Connor to a more support striker role. Enzo and Caicedo, that's what I mean. I feel like, you know, I want to see Enzo and Caicedo link up a little bit more. I'm not seeing any of the combo play between Colwell and Caicedo at this point in time either. Like, these are the things they were doing together at Brighton, right? So, you know, I feel like even though we have more numbers forwards, it is kind of like we aren't really. It's like we're a bit more negative because of that, in that sense, you know? Because, yeah, we might have less guys building up from the back, but then there's not enough options for them to pass the ball to, you know? I do feel like attracting the pressure and having Caicedo and Enzo play through that could be good for us, to be honest with you. Or even Gallagher. Have Gallagher and Enzo interchange to form that makeshift pivot. You know what I mean? I think that would be a new option for us to play through them a bit more. Raz, would like to see Noni come on for Ben and play left wing. That would be interesting. But again, if Noni comes on, I want to see Noni attack his man. I want to see Noni drive at his opponents. He wasn't doing that against West Ham. Like, the completed dribbles and everything. Listen, I said in the stat video, we had like 10 out of 14 dribbles first half, 5 out of 7 second half. It fell down by 50%. And Noni wasn't bringing 4 or 5 of those dribbles. So, like, again, he's just come back from injury. But I want to see him attack the ball. But anyway, my friends, we're literally about to start the second half right now. Hope you guys stay here with me. And I hope we see the intensity just boost up and hit another level now. Because, come on, it's getting a little bit frustrating, not going to lie. Friday night too. Like, people could be going out, seeing friends, doing whatever. But we're watching our team play instead. So, I need to see something. Okay. Caicedo wins the free kick. Okay. I think the scoreline is finally like, okay, now it's synced up good. Now let's see if there's any little differences. Like, you know, managers, they never like force the change instantly, do they? They always have to wait until like like 10, 50 minutes in the game. I don't know why they love to do that. Like, how many times as fans do we see that? Most times players rarely like start the second half in like a different type of form and like justify why nothing had to be changed. But again, we'll see. But I'm not feeling optimistic about us really changing things up right now. Oh, no. Do not render. Okay. Render and send so I see how long it takes. But remember, Disassi. Let's hope he can do it. Like, he needs to push up more in the second half. He needs to step forward in the second half for sure. I have a super chat right here. Appreciate that, man, from Kev. Moyes is not looking fully sharp like in the YouTube comps, but yeah, needs more attacks, need more threat, and Enzo got to go back to the middle. I think he's playing this Khan's role, and I just think that maybe there's like he's getting lost in translation at the moment. I don't know. I felt like the Enzo I saw versus West Ham second half, I'm not necessarily seeing as much of in the second half. I know that Pochettino mentioned that, you know, he can play as a 10, but I mean, most guys can if they have to play out position, but like, I wouldn't encourage that. I don't see the need to do that, really. But let's see. Is that like a little box thing we got going on right now? Maybe, I don't know. Don't think so. Sanchez plays it forwards to find Nico, but nah. Nico easily gets dealt with. Oh, bounce off Adebayo. Oh, nice footwork from him then. He's a big guy, isn't he? Very tall striker. Game is over. You need to quickly update the stats. Okay. Win that. Come on, boys. Win that. Okay. Watch football properly. Enzo terrible. I wouldn't say terrible, it's harsh. Again, no one's been terrible like that. Obviously, we want these guys to step up. But I think that type of language, listen, I think it gets thrown around a bit too much at times. Yes, Chris. Being honest, Moises' low influence also down to him. Maybe. But I feel like he is looking to try and receive passes in behind Luton Town's two strikers. And I'm not always seeing like the willingness for the defence to play that pass towards him, as should be done, to be fair. But we'll see. We'll see. Again, remember, Caicedo is rusty. Like, he didn't have a proper pre-season because he was trying to force a move here. So I guess you'll pay the price for that a little bit, to be fair with you. The Sassy, but it gets you thinking. The fact that we were so willing in the end to spend like 150 million. If we had like paid the 100 million a lot earlier, so Caicedo was here during the start of pre-season, that has a massive difference in impacts for the whole team. So, you know, it's a shame that Poch hasn't got his full strength team. That is a bit of a frustration. It's not the first manager to suffer this, but it's definitely a frustration. Okay, we're forcing him back. Kabura. Okay, one by Ben. Nice little flick. Come on, Ben. Come on, Ben. Oh, Ben. Like, this is where you wish you had like a right winger who has like a left winger with a right foot. Wins that. But then, like, where's the option? I like the little flicks by Jackson in the game today, but Ben, he didn't have any confidence taking a shot with his right foot then. Like, it was literally open then for him to take a shot. So, that was a bit mids. Enzo squares it to find Sterling on the left-hand side this time. Can he get past his first man? He slowed it all the way down. Like, what was the point? That was so mids, bro. That was so mids. Like, come on, Sterling, man. Nico? Oh! Left foot shot, unlucky. I'm praying this guy gets the goal tonight. I'm praying that Nico gets on the score sheet. But again, Conor Gallagher wins the second. You know, he wins the knockdown. He's been winning so many duels tonight, and it's helping us create moments like this. Come on, don't hit the first man. Quality inside the box. Come on. Yes. At least contacts. At least we're getting there. I think statistically, what's it saying so far? Like, more shots on target, at least like 2 more, right? 2 more shots on target, which we weren't seeing beforehand. Second half, okay, that's 1 on target. Okay, cool. Win that, come on. Yes, Connor. Doesn't win the second ball. Gusto. Okay, terrible cross. But hopefully Luton Town will push up a bit more second half. That's what I'm kind of relying upon. I feel like we have to pace behind to really like hit them. Anyway, right here, Silva getting manhandled, penalty. We don't get the penalty. Come on, man. I hate the refs in this country, bro. Like, you see the confidence, what was Riley's name or whatever, or Atkinson, the confidence to be like, that game versus Spurs last season when Cucurella's hair was pulled down, he didn't want to put his guy on blast. Like, this is England summed up to a T. It's an old boy, boys club, basically. It's an old boys club where they always put their friends first before doing their jobs. And this is why we see so much BS decision making all the time, because it's the human element. Like, the tech clearly, like, there's no excuses now. We have the technology to see all these like mistakes and grievances in 4K now. But it's the human element, man. They decide not to enforce the rules. They decide not to do that because they'll put their friends first. It's ridiculous. Like, a part of me wishes that we could just like cancel every referee and just get in a new batch, to be fair with you. But there's not enough regulations to get these guys serious. But anyway, that was a nice little reverse ball then from Enzo Fernandez. He finds Nico. But just little details there. Like, look, Raheem Sterling on the outsides, but there's no other box presence though. That's the thing. Like, there's only 2 guys in the box then. I feel like this is like the thing we kind of struggle with. When to like translate Pochettino's ideas. When to have more players close to the striker. Because let's remember, Pochettino with Kane, like Son, Eriksen and all these guys, Ali, whatever, they would play close to Harry Kane for a reason. And we saw that during pre-season. Like, we were seeing that. So, I don't know. I think the fact that there is like an additional player at the back sometimes, it feels a little bit like overkill, right? It feels a little bit overkillish, even though it's not like a proper back three. It can kind of become like that if there's not enough guys further up. Like, look, there's always like a big gap where Nico receives and there's no one close to him at times. Sweet. How long until... Okay. Now we kickstart another attack then. Poch is scared. Can you put the timer is on? The timer... Yeah, my timer is not going to be like 54 minutes, unfortunately. But it is like accurate. It is still like second half time, basically. Come on. Ross Barkley plays it all the way back. Okay, back to Ben. Oh, Enzo wins that, but who's supporting? Nico is by himself, one-man army Nico. Plays a great pass to find Raheem. First time across goal, second. Enzo. Enzo. Ooh. But that was better play then. See, like, Luton Town are committing men forwards. That's what I want them to do. I want them to put more men forwards. Nice weighted pass. Raheem, first time cross. That's the angle was difficult. The angle was difficult for Enzo. Oh, crap, damn. Is speeds the time up? 20 minutes is quite long, bro. So what was... yeah, that was a weird... Encoder? Have you dropped the bit rate to... Okay, Caicedo, like a rare touch. Let me go back to the chat right now. Calm down on Enzo. It was a tight angle. Like, this is what I get because we're not creating like tons of like amazing clear-cut opportunities, the few times we are, there's like more pressure behind them to be successful, which I understand. But I mean, come on, that's still a hard angle for a guy using his left foot then. Anyway, ball over the top from Coble. Great ball. But again, Nico, that's a penalty, surely, no? Like, again, Thiago Silva should have got a penalty then when he was brought down inside the box. Okay, ball in behind from Nico. He gets pushed, 2 hands. Okay, maybe it's not really... Okay, that's not really a penalty. I can accept that. But Thiago Silva, that was a clear penalty. Clear penalty. Closed down by Enzo. That's yours, Enzo. Win the... Back to corner. Oh, unlucky Sterling. Is that... Okay. That's worried. Okay. Great. Okay. Ben has to get off the field. What is Poch doing? Like, let's actually look at Ben on SofaScore right now. I feel like he's trying to make those runs behind, but it's not really... I'm not seeing much of anything right now, to be fair. Ben, 6.9. Yep, okay. Touches, key passes. He's played 3 key passes. I think they've come from set pieces mostly, right? I feel like because we want to see it a bit more like energy from the left in terms of like someone who can like carry or take on his man or something. You know, like when you have like great ball progressors like Korbel, like look how he was finding Matoma all the time last season. Like having a Matoma just makes the football come to life a lot more. Like it's a shame we don't have anyone right now. Only like young Diego Mora. I think Maatsen would have been interesting. I think Maatsen's very good at his progressive carries and his dribbling. Like he's very good at carrying the ball forwards. It could have been an interesting option. And I hope he maybe comes on at some point in the second half. Anyway, Nico's dropped deeper. Again, Ben unlucky. But Ben's been making that diagonal run all game. Like it has nearly come off. It's not. I mean, again, I think Ben's been okay. He's not been awful. He's just been all right. Yeah. Okay. Oh, no. Okay, play back. No. Flipping hell, man. I mean, that was a nice, strong palms in by Sanchez. But it's a little... Again, when you don't kill the game off, you just encourage the opposition more and more and more. Okay. Now we kickstart another attack, and again, it's been a bit passive, you know, like I was saying. Start of the second half, like I wish Pochettino did something a bit different, to be honest with you. See what I mean? How the small errors are creeping in back into our game now. Not seeing much influence from no one. Caicedo wins that. Yeah, just about wins that. Good. Now Nico's carrying the ball forward. It's only him and Sterling with a real proper threat so far. Crap, man. Adebayo carrying on the left-hand side. Disasi. Take him outsides. Played. That's yours, Disasi. Okay, this is embarrassing. I mean, again, let's hope it doesn't continue this way, right? I mean, this goes to show that, but we're forever like a work in progress. Like, it's the nature of our club these days, right? Nico always dribbling with his head down. I mean, no, he's not always doing that. Are you forgetting in the past he's been playing to Raheem Sterling? This is what I mean. Like, everyone gets super negative sometimes and just gets... They only see what they want to see sometimes. Like, I don't think Nico's only just been doing that. Okay, balls played wide to Giles. Gusto. But sitting deeper now. I mean, Enzo playing the Khan's role. It's had mixed results in my opinion. Very mixed results so far. Ben's following his man. That's yours, Cole. Is that Cole? Yes, played. Back to the keeper now. Now, what's the plan now to play through them? Caicedo finally touches the ball. Who's he going to play to? Nice pass, takes out. See, that type of pass there. And I felt like, could Enzo not have just played it a bit sooner than to Jackson? But that's what I'm talking about, you guys. Like, Caicedo receives because the guy can play the ball forward. It's the first time Caicedo has got to play a pass like this in this whole game. So I want to see more of that. You know, bring Caicedo into the game a bit more. Okay, Sterling suffering to play. Poch, are you blinds? I think, yeah, Kudus, not going to lie, I just kind of feel like games like this, having a Kudus as an option, especially with his ability to carry the team up the field. Give, like, Jackson a partner in crime. Like, I just feel like Kudus is just the perfect signing to make for this team right now. It's a shame. Well cleared by Silva. But you guys know what I mean. I feel like that extra support would be so handy. But anyway, nice pass. Back to Sterling. Good play. Nice little drop then from Jackson. Holds it well. Just plays a pass in behind Ben a little bit then. Now we've slowed it all the way back down now. Enzo, can you switch at least? Can we just quicken the play a little bit? Like, come on, Gusto. Carry the ball forward and beat your man, bro. Not just always backwards. Because I feel like Gusto could even carry the ball a bit more sometimes. You know, he does have the skill to get past his man. Okay, spread back to Cole on the left-hand side, who finds Ben. Ben plays it back to Nico. Nice little back flick there from Nico, but then Ben just can't get past the tackle then. Like, it's a big shame that we don't have a dribble on the left-hand side where, like, they got the skill to at least beat their first man. Like, it will make a big difference. Like, you're not using Ben for him to do that. Okay. Let's go. Sweet. Yes, Gallagher finds Raheem. Enzo, little dummy. Who's he found? Who can he find? Ball over the top. Just not enough quality. But Jackson somehow wins that. Raheem. The first touch is a bit hard. Raheem just didn't get the first touch good then. Raheem, bro. Come on, Raheem. Like, you couldn't overhit that then. That was not the time to overhit that. Good play by Nico. He sets you up. He just takes it away with his first touch. Raheem, bro, please. That wasn't it, man. Fair enough. We need an attacking mids. Poch is not what we need if he's going to play like this. Sterling, Matson, yeah. Why is Nico giving it to Ben in midfield? Bro, what else is he going to do, man? Like, I feel like people are getting a bit too harsh now on Nico. I'm not really understanding it, to be honest with you. Zerbi needs to coach his Chelsea team. Man, Nico is all action. He is. I think he's looking. He's really helping us get back in the game. He's the reason why we're creating more opportunities. He's bringing teammates into the game. He's, he's running in behind. He's stretching their defense. he's being positive on the ball. Like, things are happening when Nico is getting involved. So I'm not understanding anyone that can be criticizing Nico out of all players right now. Come on, Enzo, man. Come on, good delivery. And I need to see some quality, Enzo. Come on. Like, we've shown, like, not even enough threat. Like, we're not even... Come on, is this it? Enzo again. Nico needs to be up front. They were once non-league. What's going on? Man are talking like we're watching Conte ball. I know. Like, it's not that bad. I feel like if we forgot how bad it used to be watching certain types of football over the years. I mean, I get that we want to win convincingly. I get that. But let's not forget how deep the trenches used to be, man. How, like, muddy and bloody they used to be. Like... You know, I remember some really mid football under a lot of managers that people will never criticize, to be fair with you. Okay, Gusto. Okay, Raheem gets that played. Come on, Raheem. Back to Caicedo. First time to Gusto. Gusto, good ball in the box. Low driven. Come on. That's it. Finally, that's what I've been waiting for. Good, thank God. That was a well executed goal then. And yes, I am going to update the scores right now. I'm not going to forget that like I always do. I think it's the first time this season so far I've remembered the scoreline. But good, you know, finally we take advantage. Luton were committing men forwards. Nice little strength then from Raheem. The Bunda is back this season, I'm telling you, it's back. And nice, look at that. Nice cross. Low driven first time by Gusto then. Great play. Finally, we take advantage. We have like a decent amount of players attacking the box too. Raheem's unmarked. Great finish. And that's what Sterling does 2-0. And Raheem, can he make it a hat-trick now? That's what I want to see. I told you tonight, man, my expectations are high. Raheem, can he make it a hat-trick now? That's what I want to see. Okay, Caicedo started that exactly. Doug's going to need that Nini. Listen, if we make it 3-0 more, then the Nini laugh comes back. I'm not going to have a Nini laugh for 2-0, bro. I can't do that. Okay, who's this guy coming on for... I mean, he looks like he came from non-leagues, to be fair with you. Like, who's he telling to... He's trying to get the crowds, like, riled up. Yeah, not with that energy, man. Not with that energy at all. Anyway, wasting time. I knew it. Exactly. Fred, precision is what has given that second goal. Exactly. Good strength by Sterling. Teammates supporting runs inside the box. And Gusto with the quality to not just hit it first time and hope and pray, but to actually aim to find someone inside the box. And that's what Gusto can do. So good. He gets his first assist of the season. I've liked Gusto, and again he can even do a bit more. But look how Jackson is getting involved. He's the reason I think second half we've improved. I'm not gonna lie. Nice pass by Gallagher to find Enzo. Enzo, can he cut inside? I know he wants to take that shot outside the box, but don't force it, bro. Free kick, goods. What's Marvelous doing, man? With how this game is, I don't deserve the laugh. Listen, if we make it 3 or 4, it's going to be the most shameless laugh you've heard of your whole life. I'm telling you. Henry, I know Sterling will have heavenly praise from all you English podcasters. Exactly. How did you know about us English podcasters and our English bias? You know what I mean? Oh my God. Like, imagine saying that when the guy is literally the reason why we're 2-0 up against Luton Town. I just don't get how some people see the game sometimes. But maybe it's a good thing I don't get it. I don't want to get it, to be fair with you. I mean, the guy, but he's the reason why we got 2 goals in this game. My God. Okaba, Jackson deserves a goal. He does. Like, they need to help Jackson find some service. I feel like Jackson is playing the sacrificial role of bringing so many of his teammates into the game that he's not getting the rewards that his hard work is deserving of right now. You know, it's hard to be playing this role up front when... Oh, Enzo had me seeing headlines for a second then. Okay, so it wasn't as... Yeah, okay, the free kick was kind of mids. Not going to lie, it was a bit mids. But I think Pochettino will make late subs by the looks of things. Okay, Nini giggle for the third goal. Bro, I'm a grown man. I don't giggle, man. I'm a grown man. I laugh, or I crackle, or I cackle. You know what I mean? I don't giggle. George, why is Matson not playing? I don't know. I wish I could give you something, man. I've got no idea. No idea at all. Wendy, man said shameless laugh. Love you. Yes, Wendy, you've been with me day one. Day one. I appreciate that. Yes, Gallagher plays it to Caicedo. I'm seeing a bit more of them in the second half. But again, Luton Town, they're open. They're a lot more open than they were first half. Which is helping us. It's helping us. Yellow card straight. Look at the smile the referee has on his face too. Just, yeah, you want to say he's been waiting to show us the yellow card, to be fair. Anyway, little sloppy pass then from corner. Enzo had to do one for the team then. But again, a bit harsh. But it is what it is. Alex, giggle is crazy. I know. Like with this voice. This like voice that's just been developed by like years of flipping whiskey and all these vices. This voice can't giggle. I'm sorry. I can't even. I don't have any high pitch. It's gonna be really embarrassing. But this is how high I can go in my voice. Like, you know how raspy and deep my voice is. I can't go high. I've got no high pitch. I've got no high tones. Terrible free kick. Get back to the championship. Sorry, Ross Barkley. I'm sorry. But like I'm saying, you guys, I don't have any high pitch in my voice. Like I'm really like trying to make some high pitched noise come out, but I can't do it. Like it's just, yeah, it doesn't make any sense. Anyway, yes, Raheem's definitely been banging out gym this season for sure. Okay. Bell wins that from him. Good little battle there. Well dealt with by Silva. Plays it back to Caicedo. First touch. Nice composure, Caicedo. Good play. Back to Enzo. Back to Caicedo. First touch again. That's it. That's it. That's it. Come on, you guys. Move them apart now. Left to right. Gusto, carry it. Again, what's the point of carrying forward when there's no one ahead to like support? So I mean, okay. I guess I need to relax a little bit then. Oh, good pass to find Enzo. Good play, Enzo. And oh, that was nice play then to find Raheem. That was great play. Oh, yes! Finally! Come on! Oh, my God. That was sick. That goal right there, that was a sick goal, man. That goal was a sick goal, man. Nico Jackson. Well deserved, Nico. Well deserved. Look at that football, man. Finally, quality. Enzo made that look effortless. Look at the cross first time from Raheem. Oh, come on. That's what we're here for, lads. That's what we're here for. Go, lads, Go, lads, Okay, I'm getting a bit too hyped, but Nico deserved that, bro. Well done, Nico. That was football. Yeah, I think the shameless laugh might be coming out, my friends. Like, funny enough, 5 minutes ago, where this Pochettino is arrogant. The players are crap. We didn't buy good enough. No one's good enough. I hate everything. Now look at the reaction 5 minutes later. My lords, I love Chelsea fans, man. We are the most like shameless fan base in the whole league. Like only us can like force these like negative reactions all the time. But that, like, do you see the little build up out from the back, the little one touch passes, and then Caicedo? I'm finally seeing my brother getting a bit more involved. He plays it first time back to Enzo, and then Enzo, just the control and the first time ball over the top to find Raheem. The precision, the quality, the beauty. That's what I'm like. If we're spending nearly $1 billion, this is the football I'm here to see, my friends. You know, that's what I want to see more of. Raheem, I think Raheem might be man of the match. I think second would be Jackson. Raheem, 2 goals and assists. All right, cool. I think he might be back. BBL Sterling is back. Yes, I think so. BBL Sterling. I think he went to Turkey this summer and he's just come back with, yeah, new energy right now. Freds. Happy Jackson scores. Action Jackson. All action all day. I know. It's exciting. He's well deserved. Well deserved. Bipolar fan base. Terry. Yes, the most bipolar, impatient, reactionary fan base. But we're going to be like this forever. We're just Chelsea fans. It's how we do things. It's how we support our club. But you guys, just scroll back to the comments. It's even like from a few minutes ago. Everything was doom and gloom. Playing conservatively, we're this, we're that. Now all of a sudden, I don't even think the people are even here anymore now. I think good, they got something to celebrate for. Good. That's it, ref. Show them the yellow card straight. But Poch, man, it's 3-0 up. I'm gonna be a little bit, you know, I'm gonna be asking for too much right now. But come on, bring on Diego Moreira, bring on Ian Maatson. Come on, this party time right now. Oh, that's a dirty tackle. Dirty tackle from Brown then. Oh, like I hate seeing slow motion replays of tackles now. I just hate when the legs bend and stuff like that. It just, nah, it doesn't. I don't like it, man. Gets me feeling nervous, especially when we've had like what 57 injuries over 12 months. Nah, I'm not here for that. Seriously, please not another injury. Now, I think Disasi's he's walking. He's about. Arnold, our fans are too reactionary. We're forgetting it's only the third game of the seasons. We can't go from where we were last season. Like, I get last season has mentally scarred us, but we have to accept that's new rules this season. I mean, you know, not every football game's going to get 1-3-0 within the first 60 minutes, right? Like, come on, you guys. Please. Like, you're not going to enjoy my streams then if you're going to be coming with this energy. You know what I mean? Like, how many times do teams like City and Co kill teams off near the end of games? Like, and Pochettino is renowned for his teams doing that because we have more fitness, we have more intensity, and the opposition gets more tired. But anyway, Petrovic is in the stands right now. Our new signing, set to complete his move tomorrow for 40 million. Excited to see what he does. I know that a lot of the Twitter Takatikos, they've been really praising this guy for over a year. So I knew nothing about him until then. So I think it's definitely a win for them. And I think it's a massive win for Chicago Dimitri, who's, yeah, you know, I think he was the first one to even inform me of this guy's existence. And he must be feeling very validated right now. You know, some of our fans have a lot of common sense. They know what they're talking about. But now, come on, Pochettino, just bring on Moreira, bring on Maatson. Like, come on, I know they're young, but you said you're going to use youth this season. Like, when we're 3-0 up, I want to see a young guy coming on. Am I asking for too much, you guys? Like, chat, am I asking for too much? Wanting to see a young guy coming on now and getting some minutes. Not 5 minutes, but it's like a waste of time. But like at least 15 minutes. Blades to Sassy, closes that, blocks the angle off nice. That's it. Gusto sticks with him. I like Gusto's defending 1v1, and I say that. Curse of the commentator. Let's go back to flipping Sofa score. Let's just compare to see the difference in terms of our performance now in the second half. That's what I'm really curious to see. Okay, statistics. Second half. This is the first half. So like what? Expected goals 0.51, expected assists 0.9. Second half though, 1.51 expected goals, 0.63 assists. Look, first half 7 shots, 2 goals. Second half 11 shots, 5 goals. Come on, it's a big difference, bro. Really, Neil. Bro, you must wait for game to end. Then you update the stats and score. Well blocked by Caicedo then. Super block. Like, this guy puts his body on the line when he goes for these tackles. Terrible. Anyway, let's kill these guys off, you guys. Don't drop the intensity. Let's get forward. I do feel like, you know, goal difference this season is going to be key. So games like this where you can smell blood, maybe get a few more goals, you have to do it. You have to go for it. Like, as many goals as possible. I mean, it seems like... Yeah, I'm streaming. Now we're defending a corner. Very poor. Dealt with by flipping Nico. And that's not... Okay, that is a free kick. Good. But as you guys have seen on screen, the stats, I mean, everything's up. But I think the biggest difference is Luton Town have pushed up. And this is why you have to get goals. But anyway, Leslie Ugochukwu is coming on the field right now. This is the guy that I think... Okay, Leslie is coming on for Nicholas Jackson. Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay. Anyway, Nico deserves a bit of a standing ovation from the fans tonight. Easily. Like, I felt like we all knew he was going to get a goal. And I was saying in my preview, like, Nico, Raheem Sterling, they're my main 2 goal scorers for tonight. So I definitely feel validated. But, okay, we now bringing on Leslie. And, okay, I wonder how we're going to play now. Ben's going to play up front now, do you think? So Leslie... Okay, I don't know what the hell is happening right now. Okay. Caicedo, is he playing further forwards? I mean, I'm just going to wait to see what happens. Enzo's on the ball. Can he play it? Yes, in behind to find Ben. Find Connor. First time Connor. Oh, it doesn't fully connect. He was stretching a bit then. Oh, that was 4. Yes, Connor. I know you're definitely going to be pissed off about that. But that's what I want to see. Enzo plays it in behind to find Ben, but unlucky. Unlucky. Okay, that's yours, Levi. Easily dealt with. Yes, guys, calm down. Yeah. Okay, our whole team is youth at the moment, yeah. Needs a mature, yeah, for sure. The fan base is a bit mad. Man said smell blood. What's wrong with saying that though? I don't understand. Adam, trust Pochettino's methods. Again, exactly. Like, people who want to be smart asses and feel like they see what's happening. Come on, relax. You're just reacting and you're being, you know what I mean? Being a bit of a pusky a little bit, you know? Like, what was there to be nervous of? Just wait for the game to, like, go on. Like, assess it afterwards, you know? Yeah, no worries, bro. But I said, create the template. Then, once the game is over, update the stats. That's what I do. So, you know, or once template is made, you just have to edit stat numbers. Okay, Disassi tries to play a ball wide. Come on, Poch, bring on like Moreira or Matson. Like, I just don't like one sub. I mean, you can make 5, to be fair with you. Now, Matson. Yes, speak of the devil. Finally, Matson comes on. I think that guy should have got a bit more than, 5 to 10 minutes. But he's finally getting his first appearance of the season. Well played. Yeah, I thought Ben was effective today. Like, effective Ben. He wasn't bad. He was very effective. He was doing the tactical stuff, right? But bro, I still not received the first render. I am worried it will take too long. Renders take over 20 minutes. I am not mad. Just want to understand better. Okay, can Ian make it 4? It wouldn't surprise me. This guy was banging them in for fun during pre-season. Shame that Nico's not there though, but is what it is. I think Mason Burstow maybe could have even come on for Nico now. I'm really curious to see this team balance now. I'm seeing Enzo dropping in. Like, what is going on? Is this like possession and vibes right now? Oh, Leslie though. Oh, Leslie. That was nice. That was very nice. First touch layoff then. So Sterling's moved up front. Okay. Caicedo. Enzo has moved a bit deeper now. Colwell's pushing up. Is he going to play left back? Wouldn't surprise me, to be fair. Come on, Disasi. Don't play it backwards. Forward, 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 boys. Come on. Matt's with the running behind on the left-hand side. Finds Sterling in the middle. Plays it back to flipping hell, ref. Wake up, mate. Gusto. Come on, boys. I want to see number 4. Just come on. I know you got a 4th goal in you. I'm greedy. I'm sorry. Like, I don't see us get more than 3 goals ever. When's the lot? I mean, maybe pre-season, but they don't really count. I mean, I've seen us concede like 3 or more, but I've not seen us been by the scoreline for a while. Okay. Okay. Possession and vibes. Yes. Glad to see Maatsen. Wasting time. If you don't love Silva, you don't love Chelsea. A strong statement, but I feel like forcing the hate on Mr. Silva is not that fair. Okay. Gusto got 1 assist and starts feeling himself. I don't blame him, to be fair. Like, if I was like 20 years old playing for Chelsea Football Club, I don't even think you guys would like me anymore, to be fair with you. Oh, yes, well defended. Keep that clean sheet minimum. If I'm not going to get 4 goals, I want a clean sheet. Like, no conceding. Come on, Gusto, carry it forward. Let's see the tech. Yes, Gusto. Yes, Gusto. Carry it forward. Bro, you know you can just... I know you can spin a man differently. Just do it. But that was nice little play by him and Enzo then, not going to lie. Oh, unlucky. No one was there, though. Look at Maatsen, though. I mean, I get it. I get it. Sometimes you have to. It is what it is. It is what it is. Madueke coming on now? Okay, good. That's what I mean. The fact that Madueke is coming on so late, it does, you know, reiterate the fact that he is still like a little bit, like he's not fully match fit right now. Okay. Enzo's looked better. Second half for sure. Oh, Maatsen unlucky. Just couldn't find Raheem. That's a shame. Like, Raheem with the hat-trick would have hit differently. Yes. Oh, great cut off. Great touch by Maatsen, but just obviously can't get past the second man then. Played. Yes, Enzo. Back to Caicedo. Squares it back to Gusto. Leslie. Back to corner. Gusto got 2 assists, bro. 4 minutes added. Yep. Ugo looks very tidy on the ball right now. Just... bro, I would say focus on from Twitter. Sterling Okay. Okay. Come on. It seems like it's going to be 3-0 to be fair. Like, I'm hoping for something. But I think we've outclassed him. Mason Burstow coming on. Nice to see. Oh, Sterling. Okay, so no attempt to get a hat trick then. Cool. He ranks number 1 for goals, 2nd for assists, touches in the books 13 and shots 5. Very good, very well-rounded performance from Sterling tonight. Very good performance. Played. That's it, Mason. Like, who would have thought Mason Burstow, like, getting chances to stay with the first team? I mean, massive credit goes to him. Like, he was playing first team football for Charlton before we signed him. So, you know, the kid is a talent. But I just wish that Poch gave these men a bit more time, though, just to show what they can do. But I get it. But, you know. Nice little pressing from them. Like, literally, like, 30 seconds. No, a minute and a half left. Enzo plays it back to Caicedo. Caicedo is forwards. Can he find anyone? He plays a safe pass backwards. Come on, boys. Come on, defense. Play it a bit faster. Come on. One more attack. I want to see one more attack before this game ends. Just playing it backwards now. Like, there's no need to do this. Okay. I'm not going to see one more. I know I'm being greedy, you guys, but you can't blame me. You guys are just taking the mick now. Come on. There's no need for this. Like, you have to force them back all the way here like this. Come on. Come on, Colwell. Who are you finding? Caicedo. Quick. Enzo. Connor, please find someone. Back to Enzo. Come on. Enzo. No, Enzo, bro. Just play it to Matson and take a shot. Why not, man? The game's about to end. Hollywoods. Okay. Leslie. Okay. Mason. It just kind of bounces off him. Yeah. Yes. Perfect. But that's it. Pochettino's first win as our manager. 3rd game, 3 goals. I guess it was fate, right? I guess it had to be. But yeah. This is what we came with. Like, if we're going to be watching games on a Friday night and not having a social life, then please, I want to see at least bare minimum 3 goals. So, in the end, I think this was a very entertaining game. It had its moments where it slowed down a bit. I feel like, can we expect, like, peak efficiency in the football like that straight off the bat? I don't think so, to be fair with you. But I think overall, this was a good game. And at least we did outclass Luton Town, which is the bare minimum. And I think we got the bare minimum thrashing that I was here for, to be fair with you. So, you know what, my friends? I think it's time for me to get the hell out of here. Keep things moving and get ready for this 5 Things We Learned video. So, my friends, don't go nowhere, yeah, and have those notification buttons on. But thank you to everyone who sent super chats for watching the stream with me, hearing my annoying voice throughout. Always appreciated. And my friends, on that note, I'm Nini FC. This is BlueLionsTV. I'll catch you guys later with some more videos. Cool.